Hola mi gente and welcome back to the channel. This is Sean from We Are Investing, and on this channel we are dedicated in investing and personal finance. So yesterday I uploaded a video on YouTube talking about the strategies for swing trades. In this video we went over setups that are great for swing trading. We went over setups that if you dial in on these setups, you will be profitable as a swing trader. Now that video is a great video to start if you want to become a swing trader or you want to have exposure to swing trades. I will throw a link up to the top of the screen, and I'll also provide a link down below in the video description for that video, because in my personal opinion, you should watch that video before we dive into what we're talking about today. And today we are going to talk about a process that's going to make your life so much easier when it comes to swing trading. We are going to be talking about how to set up a scanner on thinkorswim so that golden nuggets just drop on your lap so that you can take advantage of these golden opportunities and make money in the stock market. There are a million stocks out there, and there are too many to go through one by one. So what the scanner will do is it's going to eliminate the stocks that you should not waste your time on, and it's also going to bring stocks to your radar. It's going to bring stocks to your attention, and if you take the time out, you can identify great opportunities. It's going to give you a leg up on the competition. It's going to make your life so much easier. And if you dial in this scanner, it's just going to get better and better. And you're going to be able to fine tune your strategies, and you are going to become a swing trading machine. Now, before we dive into the video, please just consider hitting that subscribe button and ringing that bell if you haven't already. And also definitely hit that like button. It helps with the YouTube algorithms, and I really do appreciate it. Now, I upload a lot of videos, but I cannot upload a video on everything that I have my eye on and all of my stock picks. In the Discord, which you get access to if you join the Patreon, you are going to get access to a chat room of over 500 investors where we talk stocks and cryptos every single day. We lay out our due diligence in front of each other. We learn from each other and we grow from each other. And that's where we tell everybody what stocks we are buying and selling. You can join. A link is provided down below in the video description as well. All right, so if you're in thinkorswim, this is the screen you're going to get when you look at stocks. On the top left here, you have monitor, you have trade, you have analyze, you have scan, market watch, charts, tools, education, help. We are going to be clicking on the scan, obviously, and we are just going to do the stock hacker. Now, we're not going to look into options or spreads. We are just going to look at stocks. Now, I already have my scanner set up, and you can set it up the same, or you can change each variable depending on what you want to do. But this is a scanner that I think is a great scanner to start. And depending on each day, you might want to tune in a different variable. So basically what I have right now, the first thing is stock and the last price. I have a minimum price of $10 because I don't want to be swing trading stocks that are under $10 because they are extremely risky and extremely volatile. And with swing trading, you hold those stocks overnight, so you're exposed to more risk. So with my swing trading scanner, I don't want to be touching stocks that are under $10. The next thing that's super important is volume. Now, volume doesn't need to be extremely high. You don't need to be swing trading one of the most traded stocks out there in the stock market, but the stock needs to have decent volume. It needs to be liquid, because if it doesn't have good volume, when you get to your price target, you might not be able to sell your stock because there are no buyers. So volume is definitely something that is very important when it comes to trading, because you want to be in a stock that's liquid. You want to be in a stock that you can stop loss out at the price you want to stop loss out because there are buyers, and you want to be in a stock that you can sell at your price target and lock in those gains because there are also buyers. Now, I have 100,000 for the volume. Now, this could change each day as well depending on how active the markets are, but I like to start with 100,000 in volume, and my max is unlimited. Now, depending on your swing trading strategy and how I like like to do it is I like to swing trade to the upside. So swing trading to me right now in this market, it is best to be buying the dips because we are in a bull market and typically dips get eaten up. So in this scanner, I don't want to be looking at stocks that are already on their rally and moved on up. I want to be buying stocks after they have dropped some. So with my percentage change in the share price, I am looking for a max of -5%. So every stock that's going to pull up on this scanner at least dropped 5% in the day. Now, depending on how the stock market is behaving on a given day, you might want to change this to -2%, -3%, whatever. But I like right now, because I do not recommend shorting stocks. It's extremely risky and you need to be an advanced trader. I don't recommend shorting stocks, and I recommend in this market, because it's a bull market and we're having a lot of false breakouts, that you buy the dips with your swing trades. Now, another variable that I have is market cap. I don't want to be trading micro cap stocks because, again, they are extremely risky and I'm holding these stocks overnight. So I have the market cap at a minimum of $250 million. Now, that's still a micro cap because after 300 million, you get into small cap. So you can change this as well. 250 is just a good number and it helps weed out those stocks that have such a low market cap. And then the last variable, this is a study variable based on the RSI. Now, it's an RSI scan with the length of 14 days. And the wilder is that the value of the RSI is under 35. Now, if you don't know what the RSI is, it's an indicator that can help tell you if a stock is overbought or oversold. The higher the RSI is, the more overbought the stock is. And a value over 70 is considered overbought. The lower the RSI is, the more oversold the stock is. And a value under 30 is oversold. Now, a value of 35 is low in the RSI. And you can also put a value of 40. This is something you're going to have to move up and down to see how many stocks pop up in the scanner. But the lower the RSI typically indicates that the stock is oversold and it's going to correct. And that goes with this whole theme of buying the dip for swing trades. We're looking for a net change of -5% or more. And we're looking for a low RSI. And we're trying to weed out the companies, the stocks that are extremely volatile, those micro cap, those penny stocks that I do not recommend swing trading. So once you have the scanner set up and you can add your own variables or whatnot, just hit add filter here. You're going to get stock option fundamental study pattern. There's a lot of stuff that you can add to this scanner and fine tune the scanner so that you get stocks that you like. But basically this right now is a great scanner in my personal opinion to find swing trades. And there's one thing I forgot to mention, and that's with the RSI scan. I have it at the 4-hour and I have extended hours clicked on. You can change this to the daily or the 30-minute, the 2-hour, depending on what you like to do. I like to look at the 180-day 4-hour chart, and sometimes I look at the 1-year 1-day chart. But for me, I like to look at the RSI on the 4-hour with extended hours included. So once you have all of this set up, you hit scan, and then you are going to get a list of stocks. Now, I have show 200, and I don't have 200 stocks that met this criteria. Now, if I was to change a variable, let's say I was to bring this up to 40, I'm sure I'm going to get more stocks. And I did get more stocks. As you can see, we have more stocks listed on this page. Now let's go back to 35 and let's redo the scan. Now I have it sorted by net change. So the stock that dropped the most on the day is going to show up first. You can have it sorted by other variables as well if you just click on the header. So if I want volume to be first, I double click and it's going to show me the stock with the most volume, and that's Workhorse. And Workhorse dropped 9.4% on the day. Now, basically, From here, you need to dial in on the stocks. And if you watch that video that I talked about yesterday, you are going to get a lot of stocks on here that are pharmaceutical, biotech, stocks that deal with clinical trials. And I do not recommend swing trading those stocks because these stocks drop that much because of the clinical trials. And if you're holding the stock overnight and then you wake up and you see that you lost 25.69%, that's not a good trade. So I don't like exposing myself to that kind of risk. So I recommend not swing trading companies that deal with pharmaceuticals and are in clinical trials. Now from here, what you do is you look at the stock, you write down the ones that you like, or you just go back to the scanner. It's going to keep them up, but you can go to the charts. Let's go back to the scanner and let's pull up a stock. And this is my process of finding swing trades. Basically, I look at a stock. This is Butterfly. This is a company that I like at a valuation that's a little overextended. I'll look at the chart. I start off by looking at the 4-hour, and I'll also look at the daily, and then I'll time it into like the 30-minute. And basically, when you look at the chart, you just need to identify where you would like to get into this stock. And you just need to do your technical analysis. And the best way, since you are going to be looking at a lot of stocks, is let's say I want to buy this stock at $11.25. You are going to create an alert and have thinkorswim alert you when it gets to that price or lower, and that's going to remind you that you wanted to enter into a swing trade on Butterfly, and right now is a good time, barring there wasn't some big news event for the stock that's driving it down. And you can get even more clever with your alerts. You can put a note to remind you what you wanted to do with the stock, because you're going to be looking at a lot of stocks. Time is going to pass by, and you might forget what your strategy was for this stock. So you could put buy at X, sell at X, stop loss at X. And that way, when the alert is triggered, you will be reminded what your price target was, what your entry point was, and what your stop loss was. So that way you can execute the trade and you don't have to spend all that additional time reevaluating the stock. But before you buy, definitely check the news, definitely do some due diligence so that you are not trying to catch a falling knife off of some news event that completely changes the story for the stock. But with all that being said, mi gente, in my personal opinion, this scanner can work wonders. It can help save you time, and it can also bring great opportunities in front of you so that you can act, you can execute, and you can make money. That wraps it up for this video. If you like this video, please consider hitting that subscribe button, ringing that bell, and smashing that like button. Really smash that like button because it helps with the YouTube algorithms a ton, and I really do appreciate it. You can join the community of over 500 investors where we talk stocks every single day by joining the Patreon. A link is provided down below. But you know the deal. It's been real. It's been fun. It's been real fun. And this is We Are Investing, and together we are invincible. See ya.